On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, break.
Richardson going right to the air. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Go check.
Richardson to throw off play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And marking down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Buffalo 18.
Richardson off the play fake. Out to his left. He's got Akins, the tight end. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Slot man moves right.
Panther 11.
Richardson. Wide open receiver, complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Pickett back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offensive...
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Harris running straight ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Pickett going to bootleg it. Sliding out of the pocket. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Steelers 6, Browns 0.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Ready up. Dixie Maverick.
Now Richardson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Diaz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Browns hit 5 and 10 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. That's what they're going to do around here.
Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against him because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go now.
This 2nd and 4. Richardson going to change the play here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Come on.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. This one left side caught by Collins. Touchdown, Browns! Nico Collins from a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Set, ready.
2nd and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Blaster, six. Set, cut. Set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact low time there. And now 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Here we go.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Timberwolves.
Richardson will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer to this?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robertson.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
And they got the safe completion on third. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And some nifty running here as they take this across midfield and down to the 47.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Off play action. Richardson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Got it. Ready?
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check it, check it. Ready, ready.
They go play action with Richardson. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Cougar 19. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Through the middle of the field. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Richardson to the air on 1st down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Richardson to throw off play action. He's got it to Collins, complete. Still fighting. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick on the 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And had trouble trying the middle here. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Rolling to his left. Pass complete to Addison. Second catch for him to Diana, running down the first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
A 49-yard gain on the play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, ready? Seven Pirates!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Nick Herbig in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Richardson going to move him around.
65 catch.
To throw is Richardson. Off play action. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Quickly to Addison here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force it.
And he'll score! Touchdown! Browns! A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
On the set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
52 blaster.
2nd and 2. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Play action. Now Richardson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Addison from 4 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Blue striker. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Ready. Hustle, hustle.
Back to throw again. That swung out wide to Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Flight blue. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds Austin complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns' drive about to get started. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Addison hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.